got the first trailer for Assassin's Creed 3 and a brand new preview of the long-awaited Halo 4.
Plus, get the latest on Borderlands 2 and Aliens Colonial Marines straight from Gearbox's Randy Pitchford. X-Play starts right now.
Hello and welcome to X-Play, the show that isn't drunk. I'm Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler. You're drunk.
You are. Come on up on today's show. Gearbox's Randy Pitchford spills the beans about Borderlands 2 and Aliens Colonial Marines. Can you believe we'll be able to play both of these this year? Then we'll go hands-on with Ninja Gaiden 3. You can't cut off limbs in this one, but it is still gory as hell.
Plus, a preview of MLB 2K12. Find out how this year's edition lets you rewrite history on the fly without breaking the laws of space and time. And later, we'll take a look at the biggest Xbox 360 exclusive of the year, Halo 4.
But first, let's send it over to Blair for some old-timey murder.
I expected some guy with like a pencil-thin mustache to ride by in one of those bikes with the big tire and the small tire, just clubbing people in the face. That's old-timey murder in my brain. Thank you, guys. Assassin's Creed Revelations was the last game in the series to star Italian stabbing champion Ezio Auditore. The next chapter is a proper Assassin's Creed 3 with a new protagonist and a new setting. So here is your first look at the trailer.
Now near at hand, which must determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. Our cruel and unrelenting enemy leaves us only the choice of brave resistance or the most abject submission. We have, therefore, to resolve to conquer or die.
Free collectible steelbook with pre-order while supplies last.
Gearbox Software has not one, but two huge games arriving in stores this year. One of them is all about loot whoring for guns, and the other is about those damn xenomorphs on LV-426. Blair got some FaceTime with Gearbox president, CEO, and magician Randy Pitchford about both. First up, Aliens Colonial Marines.
The future looks bright for Gearbox Software. Not only are they prepping a sequel to 2009 smash hit Borderlands, but they're also continuing work on one of sci-fi's ultimate franchises with Alien Colonial Marines. I caught up with CEO and president of Gearbox, Randy Pitchford, to talk about all of their projects.
I'm here with Randy Pitchford, magician in residence at Gearbox down in Texas. And let's talk about, let's just focus on Aliens, Colonial Marines right now. So first and foremost, how do you guys go about crafting an experience that's true to what you fell in love with, but at the same time providing something unique to an audience and putting the Gearbox stamp on things?
The thing that was so exciting to us is the approach that we agreed upon with 20th Century Fox was that this video game can be a sequel to the films. And the opportunity for us was to do that sequel in video game form. So what that means is we get the opportunity to use the franchise, to be authentic, but to craft a whole new storyline.
Randy traces the origins of the project back to a meeting with franchise creator Ridley Scott.
Through that discussion, not only did they kind of begin to see where the story could go from where it was going, but they also began to explore where it could have been before. And then when it became official, you know, to get it to talk to some of the guys that have been involved in the prop creation.
What is that?
Let's take it back to the actual gameplay, and one of the most interesting things I think in the gameplay walkthroughs you guys have done, you said, listen, in this type of situation, you don't want to be by yourself. You want to have your friends around with you, and you want to have these massive weapons.
Watch that ammo count, Marines!
We love shared experiences. We've really doubled down investing in cooperative gameplay and competitive gameplay, and we're doing all of it in Aliens, Colonial Marines. And I'll tell you, there are times when it gets pretty hairy, when stuff's coming in from every direction, and it becomes more of a strategic game, a tactical game, when you're playing with friends.
Are we going to see any Prometheus Easter eggs in your game and vice versa?
Well, these are separate projects, but we've been very careful. You know, 20th Century Fox is treating our video game as canon. But what's neat about it is it will kind of answer some of those questions about, you know, Ridley's a master. Let's let him bring it to us.
All right, fair enough. Well, Randy, we have so much to talk about. Do you mind hanging out and we can continue this when we come back?
Happy to be here. I'm happy to hang out.
Awesome. We had to stop down that interview like 1,000 times because doves kept flying out of his sleeves. Magic or games? Can't do them both at the same time, Randy. Stick around, we've got more of them later on in the show. The Gearbox CEO is going to explain what's to come in the Wub Wub sequel Borderlands 2, and also on the way, the return of Ryu Hayabusa in Ninja Gaiden 3, everything you need to know about MLB 2K12, and the latest on Halo 4. We'll be right back.
This portion of X-Play is brought to you by Clear 4G Take It With You Internet. Clear, the way the internet should be.
Doug?
Yeah?
The magician from Kyle's birthday party's still here.
Huh? Yeah, I had to sign a 2-year contract with him, so Amazing Larry's gonna be staying with us for a while.
This is our home now.
Yes.
Birthday magicians don't have long-term contracts. The internet should be like birthday magicians.
Ta-da!
Get Clear unlimited 4G Take It With You internet with no long-term contracts and no data limits. Clear, the way the internet should be.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring us our dream.
Our tribute from District 12, Primrose Everdeen.
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
Happy Hunger Games!
This is the time to show them everything. There'll be a bow. Make sure you use it. Peter, you make sure to show your strength. And we're ready.
3, 2, 1.
The Hunger Games, rated PG-13, begins March 23rd.
If you want to hear what I really think about games rather than read about it, check out Sessler Soapbox. New episodes every Tuesday at g4tv.com/soapbox.
I'm gonna enjoy killing you. Got a score to settle.
Recoil. Own it March 6th on Blu-ray.
Hot Pocket Snackers. Real restaurant-style flavors like loaded potato skins.
Hey, Funky Party people, are we having fun?
Any more restaurant and they'd come with an annoying waitress. Snackers from
Hot Pockets.
Welcome back. And here's a selling point you don't often see on the back of a box. This game will make you feel what it's really like to kill someone. I think I know why you don't see that on the back of a box. Well, anyway, that is the gist of Ninja Gaiden 3, and that's not according to us. That's what the creators actually say in this hands-on demo.
The Man in Black is back. No, it's not a zombie Johnny Cash, it's Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, ready to hack and slash his way back to your console in a brand new installment of the legendary series. Ninja Gaiden 3 promises a new multiplayer mode, a more human Ryu, and of course, the infamous over-the-top violence of its predecessors.
I am here with Marco, product manager, Team Ninja Black Ops. First of all, this is a franchise. It's been around for a long time. It's been in people's hearts, people's minds for a number of years, decades even. Where are we right now in the story in this game?
We looked at what made the franchise great, like since day one, which is its main character, Ryu Hayabusa. In the past, Ryu Hayabusa was always known as this kind of heartless killing machine. But we thought hard and long about that, and we came to the realization that there is a human under that mask after all. There is someone who exists there, who feels, who hurts, and it's this kind of human side that we are looking at right now in Ninja Gaiden 3. The new system really focuses on Hayabusa as a dark hero. His morality and the consequence that he actually suffers out as a result of his actions is a huge focal point in this story. Hayabusa has a curse placed on him, and it's the curse that results out of his karma, of the karma of killing so many hundreds and thousands of people.
So he's killed hundreds of thousands of people, which means that he's so badass in combat, and that is something that you guys have always not only shown in the series, but over the last couple of years have really elevated it to a new art form. How do you expand on what most people consider to be one of the best combat systems in an action-adventure game already?
Well, we looked at the combat system again, and we really wanted to show what it's like to kill someone. What we really wanted to do as a Japanese developer, we know and kind of feel what it's like to play with swords and the katana. So taking this into account, what we did is we came up with this concept that's called steel and bone. When you cut your enemy down, your sword is going to be lodged in their body, in the flesh and in the bone. You can rip the sword out, and it's like it gives you that kind of visceral feeling of really what it feels like to kill someone. We wanted to kind of take it to a new level, to a more emotional level, rather than just have cheap, like, splatter type effects.
Right.
So, and we're tying that in with the story and with the way we're portraying Ryu Hayabusa as a Japanese dark hero.
And let's move away from the story aspect and talk a little bit about the multiplayer, which is something that I know a lot of people are excited about as well. A rundown with the multiplayer.
Yeah, the multiplayer, what we're doing right now is, for the first time in an action game like this, what we have is a proper versus multiplayer. So it'll be team battle, 4-on-4, and we're calling it clan battle. And you'll start off as the lowest level ninja, and you'll grade up and you'll level up to reach like our master ninja, which is Hayabusa. And other games, they haven't explored things like that. A lot of games out there just tack on multiplayer for the sake of having multiplayer. Right. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to show that a game like this, an action game like this, actually has a lot of potential when it's actually brought to multiplayer.
What's the one thing you hope people take away from the newest edition of this franchise?
We want them to look at the character. We want them to look at the redefinition of Ryu Hayabusa. And at Team Ninja, what we're thinking right now is, how can we add much deeper layers into the game experience for the player. And for us, that's a very important goal right now, and it's a goal that we are looking to explore much more deeper as we go ahead into the future.
So when can we see it in stores, and more importantly, what consoles can we see?
Ninja Gaiden 3 will be out in stores on March 20. It'll be available on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for bringing it in. I think we can all see here. It looks like an amazing game.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Blair. I think you forgot your sunglasses. Coming up, we'll have some more FaceTime with Randy Pitchford about his other big 2012 game, Borderlands 2, plus a preview of MLB 2K12 and the latest on the return of Master Chief in Halo 4. We will be right back.
Every 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Jump back. Ow.
What's better than a s'more? A warm s'more cookie in a skillet with a scoop of ice cream. Ah, the great indoors. Just $4 on our 2 4 6 8 value menu. Only at Denny's.
I will be remembered in every glance. My mark will be left on this world forever. Witness hell.
The first must-own Blu-ray of the year.
Tomorrow.
Rated E for everyone.
Battle online for free on PSN.
PlayStation.
Trailer Marketing Services is the place to go for trailers, boat docks, and so much more. They offer sales and service of MTI enclosed trailers, plus custom-built trailers from Rolling Star. Got a boat? TMS has RGC boat lifts and aluminum and cedar dock systems by TMS Marine, plus parts and accessories for your trailer, car, truck, RV, or boat. They've got a complete shop for repairs, installations, and required New York State inspections, and they service and install anything they sell. Come see the difference experience makes at Trailer Marketing Services, Route 233 in Clinton.
For 3 generations and 100 years, we've built our reputation on integrity and fairness. In keeping with our tradition, we offer top dollar for your unwanted gold, sterling silver, and diamonds. Trust the jeweler that's been serving all of your jewelry needs since 1912 to give you the best price for your old gold and diamonds. Our millions and millions of dollars of payout, our millions of reasons why, Reed's Gems has been trusted for all your jewelry needs since 1912.
Enjoy this power while you have it.
Welcome back. All right, earlier in the show, we got the lowdown on Aliens Colonial Marines from Gearbox Software Jefe Randy Pitchford. Now it's time to learn about that other game they're releasing this year, the one with the bajillion guns and a ridiculous amount of dubstep, Borderlands 2.
All right, and we are back with a man who has so many words in his mouth that we're going to talk to him more. And right now with Randy, we're talking Borderlands 2.
Pandora's changed. Are you ready?
This is something, you know what, we've talked about the game, you and I, quite a bit, but the one thing I've never asked you is, how do you take a step back from a game that critically is so incredibly well received and say, we need to make it better, and here's how we do that?
So it's weird, you know, we're so proud of the game and we're so appreciative of all the success and love, but I've got to be honest, internally, especially coming off of Borderlands, we're thinking, man, we could have done so much better.
What's something that you were really disappointed in?
We made this interesting bet with Borderlands 1 that we thought was really clever in the storytelling. The whole setup is, you got to get this vault.
The legend of the vault is real, and it is here on Pandora.
The reason why the vault's so important is because we're not sure, but when we look at all this, you know, ancient alien stuff, it kind of suggests there's something really important in there. And of course, you know, our joke was, look, the planet's called Pandora, and when you actually get it, all that stuff that people interpreted as, you know, power and value actually is danger. It's power, but it's the wrong side of that coin. And not only did no one got it, but they were mad when it wasn't a loot chest, you know, it wasn't a big giant vault of loot.
It could be argued that maybe somebody else set the standard for DLC, but you guys really raised the bar.
That speaks to kind of some of the momentum we had. You know, what was interesting is that first DLC that we launched, I think it came out like 30 days after the launch of the game. We didn't do a single bit of work on that until we actually had our original game off to certification. Last time we didn't anticipate DLC, it just sort of happened. This time it's like, okay, we're probably gonna be doing DLC, and so like people are already scribbling ideas on whiteboards and stuff.
It's Gearbox's close relationship with its community that Randy holds up as something very special about his company.
This young man who had a terminal illness that he succumbed to, he eventually died. He and his buddies played Borderlands, and that it not only helped him deal with the pain, but it let them all have an experience together, and it really touched us. And Mikey, one of the creative guys at Gearbox, wrote this kind of eulogy in the voice of Claptrap, and David Eddings read it, and it was just like, I mean, it just ripped our heart open. It's like, yeah, we're making stuff, but when we hear from you, it makes everything better. So,
that was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, Randy, thank you, as always, for your time.
You guys are doing awesome stuff. I love the show. It's a great thing for the industry, so keep doing what you're doing, man.
We will do that.
Awesome,
Thanks,
awesome.
man.
Cheers.
Oh, Randy, buttering us up. Thank you. My mom doesn't say that. MLB 2K12 is in stores this week, and it features plenty of tweaks and updates that you'd expect, but one that is very unique. you can play a full season in sync with the real one. So if your favorite team is in the middle of a losing streak, you can step in and play for them, upsetting the space-time continuum. It's like two Ron Silvers together. Here's a preview.
Spring is just around the corner, and for baseball fans, that means one thing: spring training. So grab your virtual glove and get your pitching arm ready, because 2K Sports is swinging for the fences with MLB 2K12. This year, the developers have worked on improving the gameplay, which will focus heavily on true-to-real-life player movements.
Realism is a huge deal for us at 2K Sports. It doesn't stop at MLB 2K12. So we wanted to incorporate that into the game this year. And what we did is, if you're out there with your pitcher and you're having success with a certain pitch, you'll see your ratings actually uptick a little bit.
Cut on and missed, and it's 0-1.
If you're getting hit, if you're not doing well, you'll actually see your ratings against that batter come down.
Napoli hits this one.
That kind of realism is what we did in the game this year, as well as swing realism and also fielding realism. We realized that fielding a baseball, whether it be a ground ball, a line drive, fly out, they're all different. They're all contextual to the actual game. So all those things really goes into the realism and keeps the baseball fan happy.
2K12 is also touting changes to the game's popular MLB Today season mode. You can now complete an entire season at the same pace as your favorite MLB team.
Well, the MLB Today season mode allows you to change destiny, but everything else that's going on around you stays the same. What I mean by that is anything that happens in the major leagues will happen in your MLB Today season mode, but you can only affect the game that you play. So you can play as much as you want or as little as you want, but the games that you don't play will actually result in the actual MLB results, and all the stats will be there as well. So it's a really fun, engaging way for baseball fans to change the destiny of their favorite team.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. In there, and this is going to be trouble.
Plus, an enhanced My Player mode will allow you to create a role-specific experience for the character and position you want to develop.
What we did this year, though, is we changed it up a little bit. Instead of just giving you this blank canvas and throwing points at you to kind of put them where you want to go, you just designate the type of player you want to be, whether it be a power hitter, a contact hitter, a closer, a starting pitcher, a speedster, whatever. We're going to kind of give you more of a roadmap to get there and help you get there faster. So My Player mode is a fun, engaging way to really be the player that you want to be, and with the new system this year, it gets you there faster.
You'll be playing like a major leaguer when MLB 2K12 slides into stores tomorrow.
2K should just buy the Dodgers. After the break, the world's greatest teabagger is back. We'll take you inside the Xbox 360 exclusive Halo 4, starring the one and only Master Chief. All that and more right after this.
Next on Attack of the Show.
Being Human's resident vampire Sam Witwer drops by with the latest on voicing Darth Maul in the Clone Wars. And on Gadgetron, we rate Sony's 3D TV headset.
It's Attack of the Show next.
Hey, come on. What? I've been skimming mac and cheese for 75 years.
75?
Yeah.
I'm only 45.
I have another family.
What?
What?
Celebrating 75 years of gooey, creamy, delicious Kraft macaroni and cheese. You know you love it.
My name is Aurora Guerrero, and I make films about real people in real places.
My feature film is a story about two 15-year-old Chicanas who are growing up in Southeast LA. It's a story about first love. I got a call from Sundance. They told me that they wanted to screen Mosquita y Mari. It's just like, this is it. This is the heavens saying, Aurora, you're up.
What's up with Gary? Well, every time he craves Doritos, he turns into a bird of prey. Really? A bird. Oh, watch this.
If you would like to know what it feels like to be in college but without a hangover or massive debt, check out an all-new Campus PD tomorrow night at 10. Once again, the law tries to wrangle out of control students and stop them from destroying everything in sight. Go to facebook.com/CampusPD and join the party. X-Play will be back in just a minute.
America's Navy, a global force for good.
Pizza Hut is making Mondays better than ever because right now the Mighty Pizzone is just $4 on Mondays. A meaty pepperoni or Supremo Pizzone stuffed with your favorite toppings and cheese, complete with marinara dipping sauce, is only $4 on Mondays. Only at your Pizza Hut.
Hershey's Bliss. 1 square inch of incredibly smooth, rich chocolate. 1 square inch of joy. Fun. Indulgence. 1 square inch of bliss. Hershey's Bliss.
Now bring it.
Welcome back. You came back. The last 2 Halo games were both solid shooters, but they lacked a certain something. A certain green ass-kicking something. Of course, I think we all know. I'm talking about John 117, aka Master Chief. Everybody's favorite grunt returns in Halo 4 this fall. And here is your preview.
The half-ton Mack truck named Master Chief is back in Halo 4. We went right to the source and spoke with Frank O'Connor and Kiki Wolfkill from 343 Industries about everyone's favorite cyborg super soldier.
I'm so happy to be joined by 343 Industries, one and only Frank O'Connor. Thank you so much for your time.
Good to see you guys.
So, Halo 4 is coming this year.
Yes.
It really is a continuation of where Halo 3 left off.
Yeah, obviously a spiritual continuation, but a very literal, direct continuation of the story. Then to Halo 3, Master Chief's frozen in cryosleep, alone with Cortana, coming in orbit around a strange, mysterious alien world.
Now, you mentioned that you guys are going to kind of focus a little more on the character of Master Chief.
Absolutely. He's going to encounter challenges, really big physical threats, but also personal challenges and emotional challenges.
Plus, there will be a brand new enemy for the Chief to fight. But so far, 343 Industries is keeping it mum. What they are talking about is multiplayer.
I was gathering that you guys were actually going to take the multiplayer and find a way of kind of justifying it in the larger fiction of the Halo universe.
Yeah, I think contextualizing multiplayer within kind of the broader story that we're telling in Halo 4, and also making sure that the player always feels that what they're doing has sort of meaning and purpose.
Gamers will get to test drive a bigger, better cyborg in multiplayer, the Spartan 4. The Spartan 4 has all new bells and whistles, including unlockable abilities, and for the first time ever in the Halo franchise, custom loadouts. And you might have noticed, he looks real purty.
We have an amazing art director. He had a very distinct vision for what he wanted, really around a very filmic, cinematic quality for the visuals. And that engineering team has rebuilt the rendering and the lighting and all of those pieces of the engine and really pushed the console, I think, as far as it can go.
Halo 4 is coming out this year. Anything more specific than this year?
Holiday.
Holiday. All right, I like holiday. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kiki.
My pleasure.
Tomorrow on X-Play, Commander Shepard is back in BioWare's Mass Effect 3, and we've got a huge 2-part review. And Pro Gamer T-Squared will show you how to dominate in Gears of War 3 multiplayer.
Right, before we go, we here at X-Play wanted to congratulate this guy on his marriage to another member of the X-Play family who's awesome, Jessica Chobot.
That's right. Way better than me. Way better than me. Actually,
You're a lucky bastard, you know that?
Probably the luckiest, as I've read about on the comment boards multiple times. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
But we were going to mention it last week, but we want to make sure it lasted a few days before we congratulated him.
Yeah, after 10 days when you file the marriage license, then you can totally be official. So yes, we are congratulating me right now.
Yes.
This is not about you at all. Look, that's me right there. You can't tell that I'm actually marrying Jessica right there. That is her. It's not just one of our PAs with a wig on. I'm kissing a woman.
It could be her.
It's definitely her right there. I mean, that's definitely a chick. But I married Jessica. So there's that.
We hope. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for watching X-Play. If anyone actually seen our PA, she has been missing.
She's a great kisser, though. Jessica, not the chick that we dressed up in the wig.